Hey guys, how's it going? It's Janie over here at JaniesSweets. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Friday Fixes episode where you ask me your cake questions and I do my best to answer them for you. So today's episode is going to be a bit different. You might be asking yourself, why are we in your kitchen? Like, you don't film Friday Fixes in your kitchen. My children are sleeping. I need to make a pineapple upside down cake and I need to film this video. So I figured we're gonna just kill two birds with one stone and I'm gonna make the Friday Fixes with me talking while making this cake, right? So without further ado, let's get into the topic today. If you remember last Friday Fixes, I said that I wanted to keep the month of December about, bettering our businesses, things that we can do to, really step our games up in 2022. So keeping up with this theme, today is going to be the 5 things that I personally will never do business without. All right, so the number 1 thing that I would say I would never, ever do business without anymore is business insurance. And you guys have heard me talk about this so many times on the channel now. Now, I wanna say that up until a year or so ago, that wasn't the case. I didn't think I needed business insurance. So it wasn't anything that I thought about for the longest time. And I thought it was gonna be expensive. I thought it was gonna be a hassle to get. Like, it was just something that I knew existed. I knew some businesses had, but I was like, I'm a small home-based bakery. Like, what do I need to worry about that stuff for? It was just this myth, in my head. Like, yeah, I know I need it, but I'm not gonna go through all the trouble. And then I found Next Insurance, you guys. This is the business or the company that I use for my business insurance, and I've recommended it to so many of you guys before, and every single one of you who have gone ahead and gotten a quote and gotten policy with them really liked it. Check out my videos, check out the comments there. It just speaks for itself. And I'm actually super excited because they are sponsoring today's video. So for those of you guys who do not know Next, they provide business insurance for small businesses like you and I. So it doesn't have to be a home bakery or a bakery for that matter. If you have any kind of small business, like for example, my brother, his girlfriend has a graffiti store. So she does like hand painted stuff, so she'll customize skateboards, cars and stuff like that. That's a great business to insure with Next Insurance. So they value small businesses just like you and I. One of the things I'm gonna say I really like about Next is how easy it was to use. So what put me off from getting business insurance in the first place was the fact that I honestly thought it was gonna be this big task, right, to get business insurance. But honestly, it took less than 10 minutes. I was on the website, I clicked a few buttons, I answered a few questions, and then I was on my way to getting my quote. Once you're insured with them, you can print out your certificate right on the spot. Now, let me tell you one thing about the certificate. When I was getting married, I wanted to make my own wedding cake. I'm a baker, obviously I'm gonna make my wedding cake, right? But the venue that I was gonna get married at, they were like, yeah, we understand that the customers are going to technically be your friends and family, but if anything happens, we would still be liable for it. So if you have an insurance certificate, we can allow you to bake your own cake. I didn't know that so many venues, wedding venues, required for you to have an insurance certificate. I didn't have a business insurance back then, but if I did, I would have been able to bake my own cake. So not every venue requires it, but if we are going to be making, cakes for brides and stuff like that, or even sweets for brides, that might be something that you would want to consider. The other thing I really like about them is how affordable they are. You guys, if you are, a small business owner, especially in these times, you want to save a buck. I get it. If pricing is something that you're worried about, on their website, it says that you can save up to 30% compared to their competitors. So this is something that's really great. You can save some bucks and still insure your business. And if anything changes in your business, you can go ahead and log on to your, profile on their website and make changes right on there. The other cool thing is that you can cancel at any time. Now, I don't know about you, but any company that has a no hassle, cancel anytime guarantee, I trust them because you know they're going to really stand by what they promise because they want to keep you happy. And if you're happy, you have no reason to cancel. Now, don't take my word for it. If you don't believe me, that's fine. Check out the reviews on Google. They have 4.8 star reviews on there and an A+ on the BBB, so you know a lot of people really like them and trust them. And that's not just a few people here and there. You guys, Next has over 300,000 customers. 300,000 people are using Next right now. So you know they really stand by what they say and they're a great company to do business with. So if you were in the market for some great business insurance, then I'm gonna leave all of Next's information in the description box for you guys below. So you can definitely check them out, get a free quote, and then see how you like it. And if you do decide to check them out, then I would really love if you would come back here and tell me all about it because I love hearing your feedbacks. So let me know. I will leave everything for you guys again down below. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and let's get back to the topic. So now that I've spoken about Next, I'm gonna tell you guys why business insurance in general is something I will never do business without. A while back, I spoke about this. I can't remember which video it was, but I almost got sued one time over a wedding cake. Now, business insurance does not prevent you from getting sued. It does not prevent you from, you know, people coming after your business, but it gives you a peace of mind that you know if anything should happen, anyone should get sick in the line of business that we're doing, anyone should get hurt, maybe if you're a carpenter or you're a home builder or anything like that, this prevents, you know, monetary issues. Now, because I didn't have business insurance, court fees, all of that stuff, if that person decided to go ahead and sue me, would have really taken me out. At the time, I didn't have much money. I was really making pennies off of cakes. I wasn't even charging enough, so let's not even talk about that. I wouldn't have been able to afford all of this. So having that security that, you know, the business insurance is going to give you is, you know, worth its weight in gold. So if this isn't something you've ever considered before, I would strongly suggest that you do give it a thought because it could save you so much hassle in the long run. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is a contract. Now that goes hand in hand with the insurance. That just protects you, okay, should anything go wrong. Especially if you're in a service business, you're not selling something that is ready-made that the customer is just gonna walk in, grab, and be on their merry way. If you're in a service business, if you're doing anything custom, you really should have a contract. I don't know how many more times I have to beat this dead horse. A contract can save your business, you guys. If you have something that you promise to deliver to the customer and you don't follow through on your end, it also protects them, you know, because it's not fair to them either. It gives them a peace of mind, especially because I require payment up front. And a lot of times if the customer has never worked with me before, they might be a little reluctant, especially because I am a home baker. So they might be like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I tell them, look, I have a contract, okay? This binds me as much as it binds you to this product. So if I do not deliver what is said on the contract, you have something to go off of. Make sure they sign that contract. They can just sign it on their PDFs, take a picture of it, send it back to you. Whatever it is, they need to sign it and send it back to you before you do any work for them. When they pick up the cake or the sweets, whatever you're making, make sure you have that contract with you and they say, okay, this is what you agreed to, you know, purchase from me. This is what I delivered. Do you agree? They can just initial it and say, yes, yes, we're good. Everything is fine, so that they don't come back afterwards and tell you that wasn't what I asked for, because that has happened. So you don't want, you want to eliminate all of that. Make sure they sign the contract before you start working and they initial it or sign it again to say, yes, this is what was picked up after you deliver or they pick up the cake. Let's talk about a business plan. You guys, this is something that you don't need to constantly do, but I like to have a fresh one or a new one every year. As you guys know, I have a goals board or vision board or whatever you want to call it, a prayer board. I draw one up at the beginning of every single year, and at the end of the year I revisit it and see what worked, what didn't work, which goals did I accomplish, etc. Now, a business plan doesn't have to be something as scary as it sounds, right? Like, it doesn't have to be this like legal contract, or it doesn't need to be like that. It could literally be something as simple as a vision board, but you need to have a plan for for your business, right? If you're just la-di-dying operating willy-nilly, like that's fine and you may very well be successful, but I like to live by this rule. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, right? I think that's how it goes. So if you don't plan out where you wanna be, what is it that your business is even going to offer? How many customers do you want to even get for the year, you know, or for the month or for the week, whatever the case may be? If you don't plan that out, if you don't draw it out, you might be running around in circles, you know, like a hamster wheel. You're doing the same thing over and over and over, and you're like, why is the business not taking off? Well, you're probably doing the same things that are, you know, impeding your success, right? So have a business plan and then see what worked last year and then improve on that for next year. But I always suggest that you start out with a business plan yearly. You can go as little as 6 months or even monthly, but plan out what you want for your business. It's really going to go a long way. Next thing is social media, you guys. A presence on social media in 2021 or 2022 next year is crucial. If you're not on social media in this day and age, you're really missing out on free advertisement for your business. Everybody and their mama is on Facebook, on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Etsy. Like, well, Etsy's not really a social media, but you get the point, right? Like, make sure that your work is in people's faces so that you can, you know, get the customers, so that you're getting the views and the traction that you want in your business. So if you don't have social media, and I know that's very few of you guys, but some of you guys still don't. You don't have a social media for your business. And I'm gonna talk about what to have and what not to have on your social media, because this is something that I see a lot of people don't have, is like good social media etiquette when it comes to their business. I'm gonna make a separate video about that, and that's gonna come up on one of the Friday fixes in this month. But yeah, having a good social media strategy and really making sure that you're present on social media is really going to help catapult your business. The last thing is just sheer will. I know this is not a technical thing. This is not a you know, something you can go buy. You can't pay for it, but having perseverance and having just will is really important in this business, in any business. If you're a business owner, you guys, like, it is cutthroat. Every day is a fight for survival. You know, it's not like going to work where, you know, whether you're sick, you're gonna get paid. You know, if you have good comp days, good sick days, hypothetically, if you're out of work, you know, you have a good cushion. You're always gonna be making the same amount of money. There's predictability. You guys, owning a business is completely different. Sometimes it's super high, sometimes it's super low. You have to sometimes get rid of things that you really want to do, but they're not selling. So sheer will and just perseverance is really going to take you so much further than if you're just in this like, oh, well, I just want to make money, or oh, I'm just really good at this. And anyone who owns a business will tell you this. The bad days, the really bad days where you want to quit, if you don't have a purpose and you don't have a why, you will quit. You will quit, because this is going to be the hardest thing you will ever step into. I mean, unless you have this magical unicorn business, and if you do, please give me the formula to this, please. But yeah, unless you have this magical unicorn business, it's just really going to benefit you if you have a why, you have a purpose, and you have will, and you have perseverance. So these are the 5 things, you guys, that honestly in 2022 I really do think you should consider if you've never had one, if you've never thought about getting one. It's business insurance, a contract, a business plan, social media, a good social media plan and a good social media platform and presence, and determine your why. So I really do hope this video was informative. I hope you've learned something. I hope it was not too boring. And yeah, so if you do decide to give Next Insurance a try, I'm gonna leave all of their information down below, and thank you so much to them again for sponsoring today's video. It really means the world to me when these companies decide to sponsor me, because I actually really like them, and I use them. So yeah, let me know down below how you like it if you do decide to try it. I'm gonna wait for the cake to come out of the oven, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Ooh, yes. Look at this. Perfection. All right, everyone, the gremlins are up. The cake is done. Is it yummy cake?
Yuck.
It's yuck. No, it's yummy. Whatever, what do they know anyway? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.